Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how you can run a proper accessory line in your car. This is my 2011 GTI, and as you can see there, I have a piggyback fuse. That's my accessory line or turn-on line for my head unit here. So basically I need to do that in order for the unit to shut off when the car is off. So I want to do a proper line, so I want to run a fuse on its own. That specifically for the radio says piggyback fuse works, but I want it on its own circuit. So let me set the camera down and we'll get started. Alright, to get started, of course you gotta pull your panel or fuse cover off. Then we need to remove this in order to get better access to the back of this to gain access to the back wiring there. So first we'll remove the headlight switch, press down, turn to the right. You can just pop it back out. Remove your headlight switch here on the tab on the side, like that. You can push that back in. We don't need it. Then there is one torque screw in here, and there's two at the bottom here. So let me get get those off, and we'll continue. All right, now that we got the one torque off of here, the two at the bottom, we need to remove this trim piece here, as there's another screw up here that we need to get at. So to get this one out, you do have a flathead screwdriver or panel over like this with a nice edge on it, and go up in here and just pull up and towards you to get this piece off. It goes. There it goes. Move that trim piece there. Put it off to the side. Now the screw is right here, so we also gotta pop this little top piece here to the top of the steering wheel. Get access to that screw there. That might be a little bit tricky here. There's a clip just over here that you gotta move. There it goes. Anyways, let me do this, we'll come back. Okay, so to get this top little piece here off, it's better to move your steering wheel column all the way down. And then what I did was, with this little one here, went to the side and bottom here and popped that up. And I was able to remove these. As you can see, there's 3 other clips here. I removed that with the steering wheel column down, and now you got access to that screw there. By the way, these are all T20s or Torx 20s. So let me get this one off and we'll continue on. Okay, now we got all the screws out and everything. We're gonna be remove this piece here. So to start, you wanna just grab this bottom clip here and pull it up or out and down. Then we gotta move this one here, the top one. Just gonna slide it back. Now the bottom here, between the two pieces, there's a clip back there, so you just gotta grab it and pull back, and it releases, and that's the clip we're looking at there. So now we're gonna remove our light dimmer here. There's 2 tabs on the side, just gotta squeeze those down. Be able to remove that piece. Sit down or out. It's around there tight. Actually, remove this. Be able to move just there. You go. Just the harness. So now we got this piece off here. It'll give us a lot better access to the fuse box here. So let me change the camera angle because there is another piece I want to remove to get even better access to the back. So let me switch the camera over and we'll continue on. Yeah. Okay, so now I want to remove this bracket here by removing these 6 10 mil bolts here. The reason I want to do it, as you can see, I have room here, but if I get this off, it'll give me that much more room to get this cover here and work with the wiring. So remove those 6 and we'll continue on. Okay, we got the bracket and 2 screws off there. So now we should be able to just pull this kind of back and out. Now we got way better access to our fuse box here. We're gonna remove this tab here. There's one at the top there, and there's one on the side. And we'll be able to remove this cover here and gain direct access to the back here to run our wire. So let me do that and we'll continue on. Okay, so now that we got both screws off, we'll remove the back cover there so you can see it, and then you should be able to just angle it right back. Now we've got complete access to the back here to add any line that you wish. So the one I'll be using is this repair wire, as it's called here. I got two ends. I'll be cutting in half so I can use two lines. I'll show you here. This is the part number for it. This is the Canadian, of course. It might be different in the US, but I'm not sure. So essentially what I'll be using is on the bottom here, this line here, so you can see, I'm sure you can see the terminal. That one's the terminal for it. So I have to get on the back end of it here and then add this one line to it. So I gotta be doing that. So in order for you to do that, there's a release clip over here. I'm gonna try to get a good angle of it. It's just over here, a little retaining clip, and you gotta push down on here. So release that and push down on it, and that'll release the these purple piece from the black, so you're able to add those lines to it. So make sure, of course, you add it to the bottom of it, because that one is where the power source is. So we'll be adding it to the bottom of it. That way we get that one running. So again, I won't be able to get a good angle while I'm doing this, but I'll come back once I'm done. Okay, so I released it and pushed down on it, so you can see the position of the clip there. That should be released, and once you push it down, you'll hear it. A small click on it. Then of course you can see there, I push my two wires in. The bottom one here, this one is the one that's running on accessory or switch power. The top one, I couldn't find another one at the bottom here that had that was ready to for power. So I added this one here, and I'm pretty sure that should be on constant or hot all the time. I'll verify afterwards because my battery is disconnected to all this. But I know I have one for sure, and I'll keep this one open just in case for anything else. Because the terminals I'm going to try to do at the top one for the mini fuses. However, because the terminals are different, they won't fit on these small ones. So I'll try this one out. I know this one will work for sure, that one will work for sure, but I'm sure it'll be hot. But I know that's how you do it. So just push it in, just double check that you're putting into the right slot. Push it in, it'll click into place. And then just to verify that you did use the right one, come back over here to your terminal fuse, so you can see that one there has the top and the bottom. Bottom was the one we inserted. This one here, between the 30 and the 20, the right in the middle there, you'll see it's got both terminals as well on it. So those are the two that we need. So now I'll just release that clip and push it back up into place, and then we'll kind of fish these wires through here to the side, so they're not protruding on there or anything or getting pinched. So anyways, let's continue on. Okay, so now that we got both wires in there, I'll show you where the clip is. So this you can see there, it's pressed in, and of course the purple piece is pressing down, or the pink. You'll hear it click. That way you know that it's on the open position. So there's our two slots. The bottom one, this one here, is the one I know it's on switched. The middle one here, or the top one, that one I think will be on hot, but I can't remember if I tested that one or not. But I know that one will work. So once you release it, push the pin in, and you'll hear it click into place. Of course, make sure that you can put in the right spot. Just follow this ones here, and of course you can, once you do that, you can come and verify here. As you can see there, so we can tell by the light, there is the bottom pin, the one we're looking for, and then the other one we inserted was this one right here. It's got the bottom pin on it now. So now I'll slide this back on to make sure everything locks into place, and then we'll start putting things back together. Okay, so now we got the wires in. I was able to put the cover back on, and then rattle the wires off to the side here by the main harness. So you can see they're not gonna come loose or anything there. They should be working properly. Of course, I labeled the one I needed, which was this one here. And of course now it's soldered to the line that goes straight to my radio. The other one here, I just put some shrink tape on the end to make sure it doesn't touch anything. There'll be no fuse to it, but still you don't want to take your chances. So yeah, that's how you pretty much add a circuit to your fuse panel without having to use the piggyback. So next thing I'll do is I'll be adding a fuse here in the end that will work for my radio. The other one I'll know that'll be that one there, and for future I need any accessories that need hot power, then that's what I'll be using, that one there. So yeah, I'll start putting things back together here, and we'll finish it off. Okay, so now we've got everything done. Our trim pieces are back on. Everything's back to the way it should be. There's our fuse box. You see there'll be no wiring that you can see there. I'll come in and put a fuse on there for my radio, and that's the end of it. So now we can put everything back together. Everything is working. I tested out with the multimeter and my battery plugged in. So anyways, again, that's how you install a circuit into your vehicle. You know, it does take longer, but to me it's well worth it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Any questions, comments, let me know.